Ah, there we go. I was saying that my microphone was not listening. My bitrate is up and down like a jackhammer. So, this could be okay. This could say. Remember that in order to use a controller, you have to plug in the device that listens for a controller. So, I've done that. Ooh, hello. Epic Games. Authorize. Fine. Just play the game. Let's do this. It disappeared itself and asked me for permission to go online. I know. Good at that. Forgotten key. Bit of a problem. Remember your key. Press any button to start. Right. Welcome to the stream. What do we do here? And also welcome YouTube if you're watching this. This is 2 hours. 2 hours of play of this game. This is AER Memories of Old. I've never played this before. I got it free on Epic. Whenever it happened to be on the Epic Game Store. And I'm going to play it for 2 hours. And then I'm going to decide at the end of it whether I would like to play it for a third hour. In principle. Or whether I have no idea what was going on. And it was terrible. No game has been particularly terrible, but also no game have I actually played more of. Although I did complete the last tree. That was short enough to get through it entirely on one stream. Did you come back to it on the next stream? Anyway. We have completed games. I forget whether it was on the same stream within the 2 hours or whether we did it the next week. Orc, listen, I know you are eager to explore, but the pilgrimage is important to the people of the sky. As you know, which we do, in the early days before the Great Divide, the lands were very different from now. This is a common trope, by the way, in storytelling. You give some very big exposure of the world you're living in by telling me that I already know it, because I'm a character that lives in the world. Nobody says this. It's a little bit jarring. Instead of islands in the sky, the lands were one, and the ancients inhabited the world. They built great structures, as you know. Don't forget, all this is as you know. Among them, 3 temples here in the land of gods. Your journey will lead you to all 3 of them. But something changed. The ancients somehow caused the Great Divide, shattered the land, and left us with islands in the sky. Not islands in the stream. That was the Bee Gees. The other great ancients. The priestess Kara prayed by the lighthouse and found answers that helped our people survive the great cataclysm. The first stop for every pilgrim is to visit Kara's shrine to go on in Orc. I will wait for you outside. Hit me. Ooh, loud. Stylistic choice not to have smooth lighting on your structures, on your models. Ooh, we can slow down. We are airbenders. As you know. Left stick move, thank you. I'm already right stick looking around because I thought a left stick and right stick are interchangeable in my mind. This seems perfectly standard. A is jump. Yes. I agree. Simple onboarding. I like this. We're in a cave for unexplained reasons, but it's... Welcome to Tutorial Cave. How you read? This tablet is really worn. A part of the text is unreadable. In the land of gods there were 3 in 3 houses, slumbering in eternal skies. Of the spotless mind. So I've been watching Josh Strife plays. And as a result, I am qualified to talk about literally any game and judge it and talk about its mechanics and the way it uses them and all this sorts of thing. You know, I am... Well, it's have to be like a climb or a double jump. Ooh. Okay, so this button puts the camera behind you. Either of those shoulder buttons. But I have learned a lot from watching Josh Strife play. And that is that one of the things that you want to be doing in a game is to actually let people use the stuff you're teaching them in the tutorial in multiple ways in order for them to get the hang of it. Now, jumping and moving around is not necessarily the biggest of mechanics that you have to master particularly, but there you go. A memory of light in our heart, shining with the name of Kara. Her lantern guided and protected us when the world shattered and we became the people of the sky. Is this a sky block? Am I going to have to rebuild the world from scratch? So far, it's this looks like Hob. It has the same sort of style. Doesn't have the same... I don't feel like it's going in the same direction. There are certainly differences already. It's very hobby. I should finish Hob. I've probably lost my progress, which is a shame. You can check out what I have played on the channel. There's a playlist for it. I'd like there to be a sprint button, please. And of course, we're learning story by following these tablets. Enter the Hall of Memory, where sleeps the light of Kara. It never went out while she was alive. Ask, and maybe it will shine forth to answer you. It's a slow game. I like these slow, simple games. I say simple. Simple in that they're not just flooding you with mechanics and moral choices approach. Hello, Kara. We will burn incense for reasons. We have 3 fingers. That's very strange. It's common in cartoons, but kind of weird on a model. There is certainly an amount of magic going on. Ooh. This is Kara's lantern, which we just learned about. So I like this. We've learned about some stuff, and now we have hold of it, but it's giving us... It's trickling information to us. It's building the intrigue. Lantern. I would expect that maybe we don't want these things to catch us. I'm noticing that the place is falling down around us. Oh, these people... Ah, these are the floating things that we saw before. Oh, the lantern. Yeah. So we came in and there were these floating things, so now we know that they're people's... they're like these ghosty things. Okay, well, let's move on. I don't know why it's falling down around us, but I suspect that we'll be okay because, you know, plot. There's a lot of roof to fall off before it becomes a problem, and I think it's despawning, so, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Ooh, careful, don't get hit. The world is transforming. It's a bit grotesque. Is that strictly necessary? I was hoping that since we floated in when we arrived, we'd be able to sort of boost ourselves, do a double jump sort of thing. Maybe we can. Maybe we haven't learned about it yet. Probably don't need this now. So we found Kara's lantern, so now we are Kara. That's how that works. I thought we were just going on a pilgrimage, but actually... No, the world is ending. This is a very fast stream for us to be completely immune to. The bubbly effect is cute, though. Geometric, random geometric shapes causing the... I hope these lanterns will burn long enough to guide the young children. I believe that is that person saying it. This is the person in the past, right? The lanterns are burning, so that's worked. I think that's another thing that Josh Stripe would approve of, and therefore I approve of too. We learned about the lantern, and we'd already seen, before we got the lantern, those little floaty things in the sky, and then we were forced to use the lantern. And then when we did use the lantern, it showed us that those ghosty things appear where the glowy things in the sky appear, in the air appear. So now we know that whenever we find a glowy thing in the air, we can see the associated, I don't know, ghost by pressing X. Good. Now we are complete masters of the game. We know everything that there is to do. It says it's a puzzle game, by the way. I wonder why it said nice at the top. It doesn't. It's a compass. We've got a compass. Got people to talk to. Oh, you made it out. Okay. Thank the gods. What happened in there? I thought the worst when the cave collapsed. Is that the lantern? That lantern is an ancient artifact called Kara's Light. In case you didn't read all the things on the way in. So how it shines for you. It's the first time in generations. Keep it safe for now, as I hear to investigate. Okay, so we prayed at the shrine. And then Kara, presumably, has gifted us the lantern, which has not happened for anybody else. Meanwhile, to continue. There's a village over by the lighthouse. Follow the kites to get there. Talk to Dinah when you arrive. She will tell you where to go next. When jumping, A transform. Whoa! Check this out. I've got an elytra on. I am an elytra. This is cute. When flying, right stick, enter free look camera. Here's us thinking we knew everything about the game. We don't want to fall. Let's try not to fall. Is there a limit to how long we can be a buoyed? Or is it just that I ran into the kite? Where did we just come from? Is it here? Already lost. Brilliant. Off. Hey, no fall damage. Brilliant. Phantom? Yeah. You're right there. Oh, graves. Silent storytelling. There's a lot of games. I wonder if this is like a time period thing. There's a lot of sort of silent storytelling games. You can't put the lantern away while you're falling. In case you weren't sure. And I'm not being forced to do the thing that it was suggested that I do. I don't have to go to this lighthouse, apparently. I mean, I probably do in order to progress, but I can explore. And I will. The music turns up for flight, which makes sense because, you know, you're in it for the long haul, right? Eat it, eat it. I'm a bird, eat the butterfly. What's this? Bush. It's a birdhouse. Should have stayed bird shaped. Pro tip. Let's just walk off the edge. Ooh. Keep pressing X instead of A and vice versa. Splashing? Yeah. Push. Push. It does kind of make the water look like clay, I'll be honest. It's like cement that is never going to harden. Piano. Play it. I am Yohal of the Southern Isles, and this is the first entry in the tale of my people. Our homelands around the city of Ulja are shattered. The world broke apart. I think it has to do with the ending of the Great War against On. I have gathered the survivors, who have made camp among the islands now floating in the sky. I used broken stones to sail towards the land of gods. I hope to find answers there. I called for the spirit animals, but I can't tell if they have heard me. Before I left, I saw a sickness take hold of a tree, covering it in black rock. I must warn the other clans. This is now in the sky, but it was written from the perspective of somebody who was not in the sky, so now we have to wonder. Go back, Yohal, this is not your path. But his story is already here. Where did that come from? Zoom in? No? Alright, well. Anything cool up here? Maybe? It doesn't just get louder, it gets more intense. The dynamic of the music changes when you're playing. It's like, yeah, now it's on. What sort of whoosh was that then? Why did we get a whoosh here? Probably don't want to just fall off. Right, now, okay. Oop, no. X. So how long have you been a bird? As long as I can remember it. Just sort of, you know, fly around when I want to. It's pretty dope. Yeah, no, yeah. My mum was a bird. My dad was a warthog, so I got lucky in that department. Anything good in here? Yeah. I'm glad that I chose to use the controller. At the last minute I thought, you know what, this is probably a controller game. And honestly, I do not think this would have worked with the mouse and keyboard. There's another kite there, but should we go a bit? Push. Just places. It's neat. I haven't seen any ghosts to talk to. No story to discover. Okay, let's move on. What if we just let it go? Gonna miss. Whoa! Hello, I'm here. Is this where we're going? Feels adventure-y, doesn't it? Big triangles, that's the thing. Examine, yeah. This must be the lighthouse. It doesn't seem to do anything right now. I should come back here later. I beg your pardon? So what am I doing? Is that not what you told me to do? There's nothing telling me what to do now that I've done it. Okay, well that's a thing that I've learned is pesky. I mean, I knew it was pesky, but... I now know that it is specifically pesky. If you came back to this game, for any reason, what are you doing? What am I supposed to be doing? Sheeps. Chasing. Kind of implies that nobody has ever seen these ghosts, because I'm the only person for whom the lantern has ever worked, at least in Generations. So I'm the only person in that amount of time. Come in. It literally said, follow the kites to the lighthouse. We could go in these caves, I suppose. What else are we going to do? Yeah, wait for it to load. That'll do. Right. Discovered Pilgrim's Study. What are you doing? Stop that. Give me some fish. These fish are not very good at, I guess, hiding. What we got here? Read. I can't read this. It's written in a language I don't know, and much of it is broken and almost unreadable anyway. It's the same language as all the other ones. Maybe Medvin knows how to decipher it. Who's Medvin? Was that the guy at the start? Yeah, read this one. Okay, that's the same for all of them. It would make sense to me if it was significantly different. That looks so similar to me to the ones that we could read on the way in that I would assume that I could read them. But I can't. So it's like a missed mechanic. What you want to do there is have a different script so that the player knows whether they can read the tablets or not without having to go up to each one and seeing the same spiel. And then, of course, you'd be able to recognize one that you could read and therefore read it. So this is the one we went past with the sheep. Oh no, look, people. Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Was that noise we've heard? What? You made it out? Okay. Implied talking. I'm John, by the way. I know... Okay, I can do that now. Dana and I take care of the lighthouse here on the island. Yes. We try to make sure that nothing weird happens in the land of gods. Not an easy job considering all the strange old ruins and wonders here. I haven't had much time to visit them since Erin was born, but I don't mind. I think she longs for adventure, which makes her father proud. Him. Presumably. If you have the time, I would recommend you go to the Windsong Falls. When the world was whole, a water spirit combed her hair at the stream there. Beautiful hair at that. The wind sang to make her hair flow down until it mixed with the clouds. Thus, the rainbow was born. Not that I've ever seen one there myself, but it's a nice story. Anyway, you can find the place just north of here, continuing beyond the clouds. So that's that way. Don't forget that, because there's no journal. Hello, Erin. Orc, orc. Yes, that's my name. Don't make it sound like I'm a crow. Right, what happened? See any ghosts? Spirit animals? Treasures? Secrets? I want to explore too. It's so unfair that I'm stuck on this island. You should turn into a bird like me. Sometimes I go on adventures with my parents, but it's still adventures. Once I went to a super awesome place. It's up north and it's kind of snowy. This huge statue is kind of broken, but still cool. And my name is Erin, so you know I know. I am special right now.
Hey.
Hi. It was Orc, right? I heard rumblings. I'm so glad you made it out. My name is Dana, and welcome. It was a long time you had a pilgrim here. Your mentor Medvin was actually the last one before you. My parents helped him back then. Now I, John, and our daughter Erin will help you. If you ever feel lost, just return here and talk to us. We're here to guide you after all. Every pilgrim's journey requires a visit to the 3 temples in the land of gods. Kara sealed them a long time ago, right after the Great Divide. There's a sigil in the ground close to his temple. That's where we gather to pay respect to the spirits. So you too should go there. Sacred words are revealed to those who approach with an open mind. The Eventide Sanctuary is closest, and you will find it northwest of here. So we've got a north and a northwest to go to. Have you put anything on my map for me to learn about? No. Well, great. So where did we start? I do appreciate that you don't have to walk around the whole thing. Oops. I mean, you kind of do if you're bad like me, but... You can just, you know... Wow. You can fly somewhere instead of walking up... Like, yeah, the island. It's made of... You know, it's got ramps and everything. Is that where we were before? With the... Yeah, that's the chap who's talking about a bit of history there. This must be where we came out. Ow. Oh, no, he was right here, look. He was right next to the graveyard. Can't talk to him. Invisible walls, come on. Dude, come on. These lanterns were mentioned on the way in. I'm wondering if they're going to be a mechanic or something. Right, let's go to the north. Past the clouds, apparently. Presumably everybody can turn into a bird, otherwise no one would leave their island. How does anybody get anywhere? There's a henge down here. With wind going through it, that's interesting. That was very relevant to me. Ooh, missed. That looks like a go fast place, doesn't it? Should we try it? It's really hard. Because the camera doesn't turn quite as fast as you do. It's quite hard to get your bearings. This will be the clouds then. These clouds? Does that mean you can just fly right through them? Off. Yay! Oh, I'm glad they put that in. They knew people would try it. They had to know. So somewhere here might be the Rainbow Falls. Yeah, Windsong Falls. Oh, it's the main area. Okay, it's the main part of this area is Windsong Falls. You can't just miss it, I guess is my point. You're not going to have to explore each tiny little island to figure it out. Which is nice, because I wasn't going to. Press X to pay respects. Suppose that'll be F. It's very noisy, this thing. Ooh. It is press X to pay respect, sort of. Where are you going? D. Put it away, does it stay? It does. Interesting. What will we do with that? I see that there's more of these. Oh, look. Whee! That might be part of a course or something at some point, right? That's what it reminds me of, anyway. I'm trying to land, if in case you're wondering. There we go. Whoa! Okay. Sun. Ah, different parts of the sun. Ah, sun and moon. We've accidentally achieved something that I didn't know was an option. No needed doing. Oh, that's why those little triangles were flying towards that then. It's a certain, like, silent Zelda-ness to this one. Now I'm going into the water temple. I was wondering if I'd still be a thing. It's cute. It's slightly annoying that the camera lags behind you when you're turning, but I'm hoping that they do a lot with the flying, because it feels like those wind things are going to be like a fly through the rings type course, or a time trial or something. The vault. Ah! We know where we are with vaults. 25 minutes. Get out. We should use our lantern, because you never know what's going to be revealed, right? And these lanterns are on, as expected, which is nice. Can I fly in here? No, okay. You can't fly inside. You should be able to, but you can't. Probably to avoid overcomplicating it, because you just crash straight into them. You can adjust the camera with the other stick, but then it's fixed in space. It's either following you, or it's fixed with the world. Okay, well, I guess we're pressing these. Ah, I see. So I've noticed that that's the same on both sides, sort of. Oh. Well, what's on the ground? Over there. Let's go and have a look. Just the moon and the sun. And this shape. Which didn't seem to be doable from over there. Well, here's our first puzzle. It is advertised as a puzzle game. Or at least it mentions that it's a puzzle game. I've noticed that oh. There's lots of this square motif, but that doesn't actually rotate with the rest of it. And this is the correct half of the sun. And we've only got... the moon is only half anyway. Oops. No, come back. Press the thing. Do the thing. Right? Oh, well, that'll do. Never mind then. I thought it was going to be more complicated than it turned out to be. Look, Soulfire. Stop humming. Shush. Take a key. Trust the lantern, it knows what to do. Nice. It's quiet now. I feel like I'm making extreme progress in no time at all. It's just letting me do stuff. Here you go. You've solved a simple puzzle. Here's the end of the game. Key to the kingdom. I like this about some games, though. They make you feel like you've done something. This is called the Vault, and I got a key, and I used my magical lantern to get it. Ooh. And now we've got a twin-tailed fox talking to us. Hello, little wanderer. You took your time. We perhaps led astray, or just followed by the slow one. I think his name is Medvin. Slow as a few shifters I have... Slow as few shifters I have met, but sharp and intelligent. Do you know what it is you found? You hold both light and key to lead you into the twilight, both dusk and dawn, I believe. Southwest of here is a temple, the silhouette of the setting sun. You will find more answers there. Go now, bird faster than Medvin. That's my new name. Secrets await you in the deep. Seek counsel from the ones who slumber. Yes. Thank you for your wisdom. Strange fox thing. That looks like the fox that we saw the ghost of, that wouldn't let the guy with the loom, which was actually a writing table, do this. I don't know. We're piecing together a story, okay? It's awkward. So now we've... yeah, so some games. I feel like I'm already part of an epic adventure here, right? Oh, it's not fixed to the world, it's fixed to me. Interesting. If I do this, and I do this... huh. So actually what you suggested is better. Because now it turns when I do. Ah, nearly. Maybe you got bored. But it could be that it's one of those games where you feel like you've done a big thing at the start. And then it gets even bigger. Which is... I like that. Let's go and talk to these ghosts. Up there, we will lay her to rest in that tower. Oh no, they did the dead. Let's go and find out, did they? Wrong button. Ah, it's really hard. I keep pressing A to flap, but of course X is flap, because A is turned back into a person. We get in? I feel like you may have been disappointed in your quest to lay her to rest in the tower. This tower seems somewhat impenetrable. Let's fly higher. Because I am, indeed, a free bird. This is what happens when people take Leonard Skinner seriously with a game like this. I'm all for it. Ah! Thought I was genius. Don't know. There is stuff. I am Rhea, Yorhel's daughter. I sought out... Yorhel was the guy who the fox was talking to in the ghosts before. I sought out his words to make sense of what happened to him during his journeys. My father's burden lay heavy on his shoulders. Even though we found a new home, he was never the same again. There is hope, and more children have been born this spring than the last. We will recover, but I think he worried about things yet to come. I think the sickness of black rocks my father found scared him more than anything else. It's only been seen once or twice again, however. These islands we now wander are safe. Kara is soon having a child of her own, and laughter has returned to our hearts. 8 read. Always get the lantern out in case there is something of note. Maybe we can use the lantern to break these rocks, for example. Nope. So can we just, like, fall? Ah! That's why we were shown very early on that you get to do a little airbender land. This is the lane, yeah, that's the lane to rescue. And again, I've forgotten what we're doing. There was one thing to the northwest of the original island. Can we, like, fast travel? No. And then, which might be that stuff. I was pointing at the screen. To whom was that helpful? In fact, yeah, if we just go this way. Seems smart enough not to send you to a place you don't want to go to. If you go through the jet stream. No, I'm definitely going the wrong way. North, east. Oh, that's north. That's east. Hang on. We were told on the island that it was northwest. There was something to the north and something to the northwest, so we might as well go west. We can fly through the cloud again. Yay! Oh, I see something. Whoosh. Aha! Ooh, hello. Thank you. Twilight Lake. Ah. Playing a scary game in the dark. I'm not. Hmm? I banked so hard then that the camera didn't know what to do. I also just... Mama? What did I do? I don't know what I did, but I did it. I don't know if you saw the overlay. Eat it. Ah. Doesn't this look like a launching off point? Because that's there. What are we doing here? Ooh, there are people to look at. That self-proclaimed god reaches too far. I hope he stretches himself too thin. Who are we talking about? Self-proclaimed? Not many gods proclaim themselves to be it. And can be stretched too thin in the first place. Let's have a look at this map. The main stuff is over here. I'm seeing there's a... Ooh, what's that? Whoa! Chill out. That's the key. That's the key that I just used. Ah! I just got that key. I see. It's all coming together. It's clues. If you have to say you're a god, then you are no god. See what? Yeah? I can get down with that. Instantly made me think of Avrana Kern. Anything about this? Just boys. But the key, it said I could do the key. Maybe I have to follow the jet stream now that I have the key. Well, it's going that way. Hang on, which way is it going? Hello. I'm one of you. See, buildings over here. Just ancient ruins. Okay. Bunny? Bunny? Ah. I see a thing. Could probably do something with that thing. That over there might be where we just were with the self-proclaimed god. Oh, there's someone to talk to over here, look. That was neat. I really enjoyed doing that. Where are you? Standing on a rock. Looks like an old campsite over there. Wonder if there is something interesting left behind. Are you sure? I'm not sure he does. This? You see something I don't? Strange person? Over here? Game is not giving too many hints, is it? Thought it was a hang glider. It's not a hang glider. Where is your campsite, you enigmatic fool? I don't believe you. I see nothing of the sort. You've been there. You're just optimistic. You're over-optimistic, that's what it is. Whoa. Bonk. Is a bunny an interesting thing? A dead bunny? No? Alright, let's go to somewhere else. I like that there's like sheeps and stuff everywhere. Just keep... This is a new place. Let's land on it. It's a new place, and it's going to get newer. This looks like another key flavor, don't you think? No, it looks like a sphinx. What are you doing? Stepping on it? They need to step on it. I don't think they have any power left. My brother stayed to guard the lighthouse, and I volunteered to join him in his duty. I shall guard the land and its animals, even if I do not understand why the priestess wants us to stand guard. Are the gods truly sleeping in this land, and are we to guard them? I don't know, they are asleep. And gods even sleep? I think this is just a story for children. The gods are long gone from our world, and their lands now belong to the spirits and the animals, but names stay longer than the memory of a face. This is broken. But that one looks like it might work again. I didn't mean to go that far. Gone too far this time. Stag and one of them things that we found before. Okay. Well, that might be the one that's glowing in yonder distance. But lo, what light through yonder distance? Beacon. Ah. Some sort of henge. I will stand atop the stump. Oh, wasn't that. Maybe I have to stand for more than a second. Everybody here? Come to me, animal friends. You are noisy butterflies. Butterflies are not normally that noisy. Well, we've got the big thing in the middle to go to, look. So I guess we will. We will and we shall. Never gets old. Oh look, this needs the key. I wonder what these ghosts are. Hey look, there's the shape we made to get the key. C. Well, they've got little weird technological type things going on, don't you think? Open temple. Sure. Uh-oh. Seems a bit more dramatic than necessary. The trees don't seem to have suffered. The picture of the key that was next to the jet stream was telling us where that jet stream would take us if we kept going that way. I wonder if we'll end up still flying or just falling down the middle or what. So I need a stag and a pedestal that I can activate. Presumably, pedestal I can activate where there is a stag. Sorry. We made it! Eventide Sanctuary. This certainly feels like endgame stuff, but it's really early on, so I feel like this game is going to get even more epic. You only have 2 speeds, by the way. The analog stick does that. But it's not... It's no interim. Music's a little bit, ominous. Suggesting that things are not all what they seem. It's a bit tumble down, isn't it? So much for being safe here. Who's shrugging for? Oh, old man. Hey, old man, climb up this fallen down obelisk. What could go wrong? There's a hole in the roof. We could have got in anyway. What? Yeah, climbing. This was like this when they were doing the thing. Assuming that these are past events, which seems like a plausible hypothesis to be going on. Where? Oh. Remember cool stuff among these ruins? Beasties? Don't think we can duck. Or crawl. This has fallen in, apparently. Why are you scaring me with the music? This isn't Alien. Right, I'll read this. Luckily I have an infinite lap of infinity. See, I can read that one, which is the same script as the one I couldn't read. I wouldn't have made that choice. The Twilight Guardian opened her eyes at the light of sun and moon, shining together. Not really Twilight, is it? She sat down and calmly took both in her sky hands, bringing balance to light and shadow. With her right hand, she releases the sun to let people back from the dream. With her left, she flings the moon into the night sky so that people may dream at all. She is the heartbeat of the seasons, at the center of the world, the breath of life and order. I like stories about folk tales. Especially when you've got this one sort of, what am I saying? In this case, I don't think they're telling an Earth folktale. I think they've invented a folktale and they're telling the story of it. Maybe inspired by it, but you see what I mean. Now we've got this weird sort of Warhammer 40k thing going on. That's Quake. It's Quake KK. Quake 3. Is that projecting? And therefore that's a shadow? Is that what's happening? Yeah, I think so. So it's 3 octagons with a line through the middle. Making the Quake look. Remember that, it'll be useful in future. I don't see any point in putting this lantern away. I mean, it's a gentle game, it's not like... It's not supposed to be resource management, I suppose, but... It feels like busy work, just getting it out in the first place. Maybe there'll be a reason to put it away soon, like you can only have one thing in your hand at a time or something. I don't think B does anything yet. Obviously you have to climb up the awkward way. You can't just exist in the world. I bet there was an easy way of getting up here. What are you not doing? Hanging out? Pointing. Pointing at that lot? No. Pointing over there. If you're anything like me, you could be pointing in a completely awkward and off-kilter direction. And yet, nevertheless, mean the people over there. This mushroom, what? Now you're pointing at them. Maybe you're... Maybe this lot are pointing at that. Boing, boing. Music! The past has music. Read this. Man has paws that cannot run, but chases longingly the sun. Man had wings that cannot fly, but he will always seek the sky. Man has eyes that cannot see, but watch eternity. Man is lost unknowingly in danger, to his own mind always a stranger. That was not iambic. Camera's being a bit wonky, thank you. At least it wasn't hidden behind the thing, but again, slightly closer than is comfortable. I feel like we're going inwards here, so let's go and have an exploration of down there. All of this feels like progress. Based on where I am. Amazing. Now, oh. I was going to say now there's a reason to put the torch away, but... there wasn't. This is the way back out for when you screw it up. Got it. Oh no, look, you climb up these. You'll go up by a different amount. Strange, but true. I think we have made good use of the jumping mechanic. Ah, a button. Guess we'll press it. Slide towards it. Oh. Handy. We opened the door. We solved the puzzle, so it lets us go back. Where does this go? All the way home? Ah. If only we were a bird. That's the second way in that didn't involve me finding the key. Maybe they all opened. There's nothing to say that those ways in were available before, huh? Also, this is way bigger than the island we found it on. Just saying, where is this? What is this TARDIS stuff? This was the way down that didn't feel like the correct way to go, by the way. right there? Highest but headless. Ah, the moon part. Okay. And the sun part. Okay. No power. These puzzles got big. Remember when the puzzle was just press the button? Have we been down there? I think no. We want to be down there. I think no. Fine, if only we could be a bird. It does seem arbitrary that you can't fly in here. Oh no! That fell on you. But where are they? If that fell on them... But the thing is still in the same place. Including with the body underneath it holding it up. But... those people aren't there now. Maybe it's a future thing. Nah, sure it's not. I swear I saw a rat. I really need some meat. This is like... This has gone weird. This has turned into Bioshock. What's happening? At first it was some paradise and everything was cool. And now everyone's trying to eat rats and these mushrooms are growing everywhere and it's constantly leaking. Okay. I've explored that. This is weird. It's going to get upsetting. We've been... just the way we came in. It's not, but it also is. Read the words? Read part 1. When the world was still new and the creator had drawn the land, the spirit animals gathered to talk. A fox said, "There are new animals around. They walk on 2 feet." A crane said, "A new bird." The fox shook his head and said, "They have no wings." A monkey said, "I have seen them too. They are without fur and they cannot climb well." An owl said, "They fear the night and drive it away with fire." An otter said, "They build nests on the land, but they are not one with it." A deer said, "They are loud and do not know how to walk the woods." A bear said, "They are like cubs who do not know the way home." The fox cocked its head and said, "Yes, that is why we have to help them." "Oh, go help me." And you are doing what now? Part 2. Help them? The other animals looked stunned. "Yes," the fox said. "By the way, this is broken, but all the story is on it. Their minds see eternity. They are lost, and they are lost and afraid. They need something to hold on to, or they will harm themselves, the lands, and us." The fox said, "What do you propose?" Oh, the fox said, "What do you propose?" asked the hare. "I propose a pact," said the fox. "If one of them can talk to us, we offer him the bond with the land." The fox continued, "If he accepts, he can take the shape of one of us, the one he made the pact with. And he will be one with the land and still see beyond the veil, and he can guide and guard his people, and so we will all be at peace." The other animals saw the wisdom in this and agreed to it. And so some humans can become one with the world, and the chosen were called Whisperers. That was some good exposition. Oh, the kids are being taught the story. I dig it. Right, we need to activate something. I like how much I'm being forced to explore this. Like, I like how that was just part of... because I came back up here. I feel like... chicken tonight. No, I feel like somehow I have to get over there in a different way. Is there a map here? No. There should be. Flipping heck. Can't quite reach that from either of these. What say we go back and try the other path? Was it down there? Was that the dancing people? This is moving. That's strange. What have you got? You're making the fire go. Cool. What did this say? Oh, something about pause. Right, let's try this. This might be the other direction for the same place, right? Feels like it's going the same way. Ooh. Some reverential king stuff. That king is huge compared to those people, by the way. Read this. I am Kara of the Thunder Islands. I had a strange dream that I will record here so that others may perhaps understand its meaning as I did. I'd come to study the holy carvings in the lighthouse in the land of gods, trying to understand our heritage. As I reached out to touch some of the runes, it suddenly felt as if a warm hand passed over my eyes and I fell asleep on the sacred stone. In my dream, it seemed to me that the stone beneath me glowed from within, forming a staircase up into the starry sky. Far away on these steps, a golden light grew and drew close. Stars flew from the sky and became someone who had the shape of music and was gentle and sad. The shape of music. The god spoke to me not in words, but in memories and feelings. He warned me of a terrible greed from beyond, a void in the hearts of men. As he showed it to me, I felt it stir and come between us, darkening the golden steps like a storm cloud, cold as eternity. Terrified, I cried out at the pull of this dark void, and I woke. I could not speak for 3 days, but I set out to the ancient temples immediately. What I have seen is true. The gods are alive, and they need our help as we need theirs. Right, we definitely can't cross that. It looks like if you try, you will just fall into the... Oh, there might be some more stuff down there. No, not really. Closed doors of ancient times. Worth an explore, though. There might be people to talk to, or to remember. Okay. Next bit. Go in there. We have a little bit of step assist, please. We don't need to have barriers that are just annoyingly too short. Too tall. Ah, a button. Let's press this button. This door has opened. Oh, one thing has opened. Seems a problem. Yeah. I feel like it wants me to climb on these, but then it won't let me. Okay. Follow the river? No, it's just flooding out of the rock. Okie doke. Ah. Follow the lanterns, by the way. That's what they're for. You were told to do that ages ago. Ah, there are more switches in this room, which is what I was hoping for. Hello. Okay. Someone's stuck down there, look. Or was in the past. 2. I like these camera movements that sort of put you in context. Oh no! Dude. So many tragedies in this place. It's just supposed to be a sanctuary of eternal bliss or whatever. Do you remember the optimism of the people who just arrived? Oh, mate. Are you in for a treat? Oops. Got over-eager at my jumping. Please. Right. Guess we continue. We've done that one. Let's go up here. There's another one there. There's also one here. Okay, fine. It wasn't so difficult. I just made a pig's ear of it. There's 5. Oh, there's a top one. Look at that. I can see that there's possibly a way up there by jumping over to this one. Yeah. You're lucky, game. I was about to complain about how hard that was. And the last one is right in front of the door, so you don't have to go any further. Nice and easy. Sequential art. Oh, carrying on. Aha! This seems relevant. Oh. That means we've solved the sun puzzle, but we haven't solved the moon puzzle, which we just abandoned, thinking it was too hard. Well, guess we'll solve it. What are you doing? Hi. I mean, yeah, you could go there. Apart from that, you're probably no longer part of this world, so you can't. I will go up there on your behalf. Fine. Oop, it just walked off. Kind of pesky that you have to go all this way to get the get back to the puzzle when you gave up on the puzzle thinking you have to do something else. I feel like maybe it's given us a clue that I have ignored. That would be quite characteristic of me, myself, and I. It's like praying hands here. Also the vines, maybe it's the vines. Maybe it's the story. We just use this one. I never actually tried. I assume they were both off. No. Luckily, no. This is broken. Is that relevant? I genuinely cannot see how you're supposed to get over there. Can you use that broken thing? Surely not. The best you could do is land on this mushroom. Looking around for the actual magic butt. Did we explore this place properly? Is it the rats? Turn left when you enter the chamber before jumping down. Can you turn right? Let's go back. I've noticed also this as the motif. We should look upwards, actually. I always forget to look upwards. Those are the people who got crushed. And this takes us into the... What's this bit? Hang on. What's this bit? We haven't explored this bit yet. Let's come back to the other thing and explore this bit first. What is this whole place? Found a thing. Whatever you said, I don't know. Because... Oh. You can place this way or that way, apparently. There's more buttons, though. What does this one do? $45. I see there are several of these things. There's octagons in the walls. They're all closed except for that bright thing, which seems to be the thing that I'm trying to point to. So let's try. Okay, hang on. Hold on, hang on, hold on. Hang on, hold on, hang on. Ah! No! Okay, fine. And then the final one. We haven't tested it. Ah. That's what we want. And then this. I think the picture on the bottom tells you what it does. That's what we needed to do. Find the other bit of the chamber. Oh, now it's deactivated. Suit yourself. Because when we came in before, I was like, oh, that's the way back out. I sort of blanked on the fact that it meant that that thing there was somewhere else. And of course you can see that somewhere else. Now that you know what you're doing, it's obvious. Right. That looks wrong. Let's change it. Nope. Yes. That was a particularly challenging puzzle, that. Picking which one should go on the thing. I feel like maybe turn the thing until it matches is manageable. Yes, I can do that. I understand that. Whoa. It's really, really hob. Even with the lines in the ground that connect powered up things together. The puzzles are a little bit grander. And we're not changing the world all the time. Hob has smaller puzzles. Well, sort of. They feel smaller, but then when you complete enough, completely redesigns the entire world map. And then you can progress. Hello? I'm in the sewers now. Hexagonal sewers with no textures on the wall. Though I have noticed there are not many textures. The textures are implied by the geometry. Now we're back. Whoosh. In fact, everything is a flat surface, isn't it? Except for the water, which has a small wobble in it. to give it some variety and flow. So you can see it flowing. Everything is just shading. That's cool, apart from our character. Was that on purpose? Aha! We're back. That's presumably a design... Oh, do we have no... We have textures, right? A bit. Actually, we're quite plain as well. We have more texture than everybody else. Of course, there are words here and there. There's words there, I can't read them now. Carry on. This is the firewall from Tron. What? It's the boss. Boss fight. A very long time ago, your people addressed me as the Twilight Guardian from Zelda, sitting at the border of dusk and dawn, ensuring safe travel on the paths to the lands of dreams and back again. Even after the Great Divide, I was there watching, as your priestess Kara led her people to safe shores here in my temple. Is Kara not whose lamp we've got? I think so. A long time I have waited for this moment to come. I have grown weak, but for the power I was lent, tethering me to your world. Listen carefully, little bird. Once again, the void has awakened with great hunger. It's time to devour. This time, to devour all that is left of our world. There is still a chance to stop him. The priestess Kara hid 3 fragments of great power, 1 in each temple. You have to make the 3 fragments 1 again. I will give you the part I was given for safekeeping. Without it, I will fade into oblivion. It has been my link to this world since the time of gods were lost to the minds of men. We cannot wait. Please accept my fragment and finish what was started so long ago. And you're going to get all vaporized. That's one heck of a fragment. I'm not a god, okay? What? Sure, I guess I'll just have the thing. Does that mean there's no twilight anymore? What? I noticed the sun and the moon parted ways just there. And that's why the sun comes out, the moon comes out during the day sometimes. Wow, we have absorbed this into our very essence. That's better. It's much easier. Oh, we're back in the dark thing. Is this where we started? That dude's angry. Look at that. That is one angry V. If ever I saw a nondescript entity that was angry, it's that V. I guess we've done this temple. Whoosh. People's Haven, 50 XP. Oh, you did see that. Cool. Why am I getting XP? What's that for? Aha. Is this where I just was? Is that the temple gone now? Those are the kids that were running towards it, right? All of that happened in there. I don't think so. So in fact, there should be some holes in the ground. That let light into the temple. Well, there would have been, but now there aren't because it's. Look at this. It's like Wario got involved. Well, that's that then. Now what? Very Discworld, isn't it? It's infinite water flowing off the edge of it. All that fitted in there, huh? Right, I think that was one of the things I was told to do. Let's go to the map. Go this way. Southeast. Maybe we can have a bit of a jet stream to help us, because it's a long way. Oh, there's one. Never mind. Found it. Oh, it seems like if you just wait long enough. Camera flips back anyway. I think I'm so nimble on my feet. So this is the settlement. Where are the people settled? Where are the settlers? Hello. You're supposed to tell me what to do, okay? Uh-oh. We were stopped for a church by the hot springs. She was gone in a heartbeat. Although the storm at the Howling Peaks was less intense back then, but it's still very cold. Found a cave nearby. Spirit Bear had recently been sent back to her. Everything should be proud of Lloyd. Always run away at her age. Pilgrimage, let's see. The next step is usually the archives in the temple in the east. The ancients built monuments and cities there more so than in the west and the north. John has been there frequently. He said signs of the Great Divide were early spotted in the east. Much of the ruins have been reclaimed by the land, but just continue to the east steps. It shouldn't be too hard to find. I mean, Erin is now missing. Maybe she's gone to bed like her. She's supposed to, because it's way past her bedtime. Flash? Okay. Not much of a well. It's like 6 inches deep. What's this telling me? Sun, moon, eye, two-tailed fox, heron. How enigmatic can a single game be? Especially one that's actually got words in it. Oh, excuse me. There's not much information about what you should be doing and what you have done. Antlers of Stone, 50 XP. Hello. Oh, excuse me. My sneeze has left me voiceless. Great Spirit of the Woods, hear our prayers. Guide us safely to she who has been entrusted in your ways and the ways of old. Oh, great yeoman of the bar. It's supposed to be a secret inside it. Is this not Banjo-Kazooie? Hey look, I can get... Nope. Can't go in. Bit broken, huh? That looks telling. Go over there. Whoosh. I'm in a tree. What is? Oh no! Why are there so many dead creatures around? Oh, that's the black stone. That's the black stone they were talking about. He's got them. He's gonna get... Ooh. Whoa! What the heck? Try that again. Did you just spring me off? Is that what happened? No. Felt like it did. Okay. Right. Let's take the eastern winds. Everywhere's the same. Very similar lands. There's not much in the way of biomes, etc. Oh no, even more of them. I feel like I should be able to use them. Anything? It's weird that they're just glowy on the ground, but you can't activate them. I am departing these lands. The priestess is safe. There is nothing more we can do, so old friend, why do you linger? That's the heron from the picture, and we've seen the fox as well. So we're looking for a place where that heron and the two-tailed fox are near. Like a temple entrance or something? An obelisk? A dolmen? I want to zoom in. Ah! The winds change direction depending on which way you're going. Is that what's happening? Yes. Whoa! Massive stump. It's Yggdrasil been cut down. It's not fallen down, it's been chopped. Who chops an Yggdrasil? Look at that. Very cleanly as well. And there's a pizza window. Okay. Feels like it should send us somewhere. What's that? Just a mushroom? Just some mushrooms. Okay. Hey, we're going in on this island. Bunny, bunny, bunny. Bunny, bunny, bunny. Shut up. I think I'm on the edge of it. I'm so far out of it that it keeps telling me I've returned to it. Returned to it. There's two currents over here. Well, not what they were. So we'll go into the middle where the big tree is. Seems important. So does this. Well, there's a bridge. And a thing to get us through the bridge. Anything to declare? I'm sure that these wind things just change direction depending on which way you're going. So if I go onto this side of it... Yeah, look. Right in front of your eyes. What the heck? It wants us to go over here. Oh, no, this button. It's another one of these. Ah. Done some writing. Of Urja, which we loved, lost and longed for. City justice is bright and dead. The white swan of marble raising her long neck elegantly into the purple sky. Her eyes, 1,000 souls, swimming the lake of the never-ending afternoon in the heart of spring. Her song, 1,000,000 hearts praising the beauty of life undiminished and brief, a petal on the wind of fall. The white swan of marble, folding her luminous wings silently in the ashen dusk, never to be seen again. I think you're supposed to stand there to read it. But I didn't, because I'm a rebel. I'm a rockabilly rebel from head to toe. So I'm expecting we're going to be doing something with these irises. Hello. Actual gazelle things. I feel it's possibly necessary to explore the islands around the thing before you go to the thing. Otherwise you won't explore it, because you'll be like, right, I've done this area, nothing else for me here. But the fact that you can walk across this, it seems so deliberate, and yet there seems to be nothing here. Another black rock. This one's killed a two-tailed fox. There are many of these foxes, and they have all drawings on them, just like in Zelda. I mean, like, runic, almost tattoos, like their markings. They seem meaningful, geometric. Well, I see another thing, actually. No. That one is on an island all on its own. That seems interesting. And look, here's more writing. Or something. Just a wall? People, though. This fox is alive. Hello, alive fox. You're sitting down. You've got a sword. What? There's a battle. You're pooping. Well, I'll leave you alone if you... The old gods are dead. This power belongs to the god king Koruku now. No, why are you doing this? There is a fight. There's a battle. It's a wall of execution. These are not aligned. But I don't think that they will. I doubt that they move. Interesting. And then over there, look. With one of them. There's people over here to talk to. What was that? Like a crack of thunder louder than I've ever heard. Seemed to come from on, right? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's go to the middle. all the interesting stuff was behind it. We spent some time on islands we probably could have ignored. It's a big tree. Oops. I was adjusting my seated position, and I walked off the edge. Okay. Jeez. Move the mic a bit, sorry for the excess noise. Means I can stop leaning on the table because it's making my hands really sweaty and I don't like it. Alright, well, I guess we'll just press this. Ah, the irises have opened. One of them has. All of them has. Oh, we know where they are. We've seen them before. What was that? Ah. What are you doing? Running from the temple? Maybe. What is this? It's not even told about. It's just there. Well, now we've learned that there exist the ghosty things without sparkles in the air to herald them. So I'm guessing we're going to have to be flying through the irises. We have half an hour left, by the way, approximately. 25 minutes now. The alarm went off for tea break, but I'm not doing that because we're only playing for another half an hour, not the usual hour and a half extra. So far, decent impressions. Good impressions of the game. It's certainly forcing me to be slow. Minorly pesky in the controls, but you'll always get that. It's third person. Third person games are always rubbish. You're gonna aim me directly at the thing. No. Whoa! Maverick. You're out of control, Flyboy. I've not yet used the banking options. No, the shoulder buttons that bank me in the air. There you go, I used it. I see a glow, that means we go back. Not entirely sure they help me. Ooh. Now I can do more things. You still here? Yes. Scary. Uh-oh. There's another one. That's what you're running from. I see it now. Did they all come out of here? This seems like a technological place given the motif on the door. And the fact that it's completely out of place in a giant tree. Fading. Discovered the heartwood. Ah, thought I could run up that. Bank an ollie off the top of it. Manual into a kickflip. Again, this seems bigger than the island I came off of. Not yet, but it seems like it could be. What is that writhing black mass? That doesn't look fun. Glowing crystals. Very valuable. That's the currency in this community, I assume. It's the stag. Is that you, Kara? No, that can't be right. Who are you? I need to get out. Out. I'm weak. It's the rock. It's not of this world. Semicolon in that. It's hard to pronounce a semicolon. The rift. Further down in the cavern. Close it. Yes, Bob. There's a castle down here. Yeah, this is bigger than the... What is that? What is going on here? This is awful. In context. Not awful as a game. Awful in universe, right? Whoa! They're all making the... Inception noise. Whoa. I'm going to jump on them from a third-person camera. Well, this game has two mechanics. One of them is get your lantern out, the other one is jump. I haven't used B yet. I'm still expecting that to be a thing. So, they are currently treating us to a jumping mechanic. Puzzle. I suppose the third mechanic is walk. Explore. Which is fine. Perfectly reasonable mechanic is to explore things. And to be honest, I have been doing that a great deal. Probably not to the most effective that I could. Right, well, this seems like a place to stand because it's literally a targeting reticule. Iron sights for jumping on these. Blink. Which all look the same, by the way. Talk about reused assets. Do we just have to jump into the middle from here? Look, we can jump onto one of these. Whoa. No! You're such a loser! I tried to time it because I was going one way and it was going the other. Slightly mistimed it. I felt that if I'd waited any longer, I would have overshot it. Shows how good I am at this sort of thing. This is how the game is supposed to be played, with no lantern. This is how dark and moody it is. Oh, you missed it, look. Well, I'll get the next one. There's one every hour. Heck. There's only one middle platform. So you've got to get it right. That's really hard to judge. Okay. First time, I thought, you know what? Live and learn. Second time, shame on me. Game, you're just dragging it out now, huh? I appreciate it not being a huge time investment to try again, but also, what have I missed? Hang on. I haven't explored everywhere. What's around here? Oh, never mind. It's alright. There's nothing to see here. Move along. Whoop. Apparently sort of giant floating rocks aren't supposed to make that humming noise when they move, right? It just seems... Oh, the other ones aren't. Not the main ones. Guess they're not moving. They could. Why aren't they moving? Hey, what? Hold on. They're not moving. They should be. Did the world fall apart, or didn't it? Haha, I've done it. Wrong button, actually. And now everything explodes. Uh-oh. What have I done? Oh, the closing the rift is just press the button like all the other things. Cool. Feeling alright? Everything feeling better? It's a good thing there was a button to close the rift that I could activate. The only tool that I have. Man, this game would be hard if you sort of had to have skills that your character doesn't actually possess, which is 2. And one of them you can't use indoors because presumably that's dangerous. I did it. I did. Koroka's men took hold of my home. They wanted the magic of this place, I thought, so long, but I'm just one, and they were so many. At least I kept the most important secret, and it's the one you're looking for too, isn't it? I have what you need. Take the key. It was my task to protect it, and so I have. Thanks again, young one. I'll leave the rest to you now. I've got a V key. Have I seen this shape before? I don't know. I can talk to you again. Thanks again, young one. Right. Look, you're welcome. I appreciate the sentiment. We want to go out that way. Let's fly up. Can't say I'm entirely following what's happening. Hello. What leads a bird to the east and to visit Lifla on top of that? That's all there is in the east. I should have the key all this time. Use it where it belongs, further east and a dash north, closer to my home. Close to my home. Answer me this. How come temples lead downwards when people look up to the sky for answers? It does allude to be for centuries, but that's fine. Humans are special creatures, to say the least. I can tell you why. It's because when you build a temple, you tend to build it on the ground. And it's a lot easier to keep things sound if you build them into the ground instead of into the sky, because things tend to fall from the sky. But the ground is basically a solid unit. So if you break into the ground, you just end up with a hole in the ground. And now it's a temple. Brilliant. It's a matter of practicality, okay? I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but it doesn't seem like much of a philosophical question to me. Right, we've done this area. This is very much a game of go to this area, now go to this area. Is the distance from the camera that the bird is the speed at which we're going? Can we do it? Can we do it? To the east and a dash north. Well, I can see that. Look, there's even more stuff to do. Let's go. Ruins of On. Whoa. Now we're here. There is a sun and moon shaped island here. It's head to the east and a dash north. I'm not sure if this is where I want to be though. Lots of people to talk to here. Tell me your stories, ancient ones. You are being ascended. Oh look, he's going to the sun. Huh. Has that sun been there this whole time? Some old sewers or something? There's nothing more we can do. This machine has an accident waiting to happen. We got too greedy. Are you falling or going up? Because you look like you're ascending and you look like you're falling. You look like you have fallen. Uh-huh. I believe you did it wrong. You're the too greedy people, right? Alright, let's go to the other... Let's go to the big crescent. Saw the whole of the moon. What's here then? I haven't seen any more of those paintings for a while, giving us clues and what have you. I don't think I saw a single one in the other area, previous area. There's just floating bits of building. It's not just the rocks that float; it's the buildings too. Maybe the buildings being in the rocks, causing the rocks to float. No, there's rocks with no buildings in. Read. The clans of the south are proud people, even now before the threat of the so-called god king Koroku, they will not bow. That's the guy that the other, like the Romans were stabbing people for. Before the cities of Urza and On were built, many of their shifters chose the deer as their spirit animal, the protector. But slowly their spirits succumbed to sadness and they blamed the gods for their darkness in the world. The darkness invited into their hearts spread further. If this is true, then so is the opposite, existence of light, and there is hope. I am Kashar of the Eastern Islands, the first shifter in 10 generations. My spirit animal chose me, and I will fight. I will travel north to the monastery to join the other priests. Cool. And then what? We climb this? Okay. If I'm making it difficult for me to get to a place, I can literally just turn into a bird and do it. This is a very large island. Is there anything on it? Maybe we should fly around it instead of walk around it. Whoa! Got reinforcements in it. It's concrete. It looks like there's nothing on this whole island. What a waste of my time and everybody else's. Oh, I guess we're going this way. Whoa. Whoa, how fast were we going? My goodness me. Guess I want to go down there. This looks more mildly interesting. More people to talk to. Now there's the heron. Aha. Wings of stone, 50 XP. I don't remember this place being here. The land's drifting in the wind. We need to hurry if we want to reach someplace safe. How are you getting from land to land? Are they drifting in the wind? Maybe. I did talk about that, but they're not humming in ominous ways. So that's good. Unless they are, it's just so deep you can't hear it. These foxes are okay. I thought I saw another person to talk to here. Looks like no. Right, show me the map. Most of this place is now behind us. Over here? Excuse me, I said behind us. To the east, okay. Very obvious. This whole town on it. The whole township. What are you saying? Ah, more sword people. On guard, haven't you? Sad people, because they're about to be murdered. Because they wouldn't listen to the God King Furuko. Whatever his name was. How can you not listen to the God King? You're gonna die. That's why he's a God King. This is a school, I can tell from Fallout. This is the school from Fallout. Sure, I saw Sparkles over here to talk to. This is the old city of On, I suppose. On a good day. Hello. Whoa. At least you had a sword. Right, you had a chance. Fighting. Finish fighting. What's this? It's fallen. Another heron? Perhaps. Looks like it could have been a heron. Who's staring at? Whoa! This is violent. Can't believe this is rated 7. Peggy 7. There's ghosts being stabbed. What are you doing? May I open the door? Are you just going to let these soldiers overrun our city? Stop cowering and come out. So that's the marriage. Can we get in? That's what I said was a school. Yeah. Hey, I know I can get up there. Don't you fib to me. Because I'm a bird, remember? If I want to, I will go up there. There is nothing here. Oops. There's a stadium. See what that's all about. I think I'm supposed to drop into here. It doesn't look like there's a way out. Never mind. You're reading it. I'm reading it. To Gorayon of the Storm Islands from his son Tazu. Father, it is with sorrow that I must tell you of the loss of the Snow Crane Library. The palace guard of the city of On came in the night carrying weapons and shouting the name of their king, Koroku. Alas, what are these? A huge scroll. There was a tiny one on the ground over here. Normal size, look. Massive ones. Who's using those? Exactly. This guy knows. They destroyed and burned houses and scrolls alike and would have burned us too had we not been able to escape. We watched from a safe distance, keeping close the few precious scrolls we had saved. Part 3. We will journey to the monastery in the northwest to place the scrolls in its safety. I trust that it's too far away for Koroku's wrath and too poor to excite his greed. The spirit crane will lead us until the snow... Oh, it's a crane, not a heron. Snowline and then return home south with my letter to you. I hope he finds you well. Maybe the crane is how they are travelling from island to island when they can't just turn into birds, because not everybody can do that. Which is fair, because imagine if everybody could do that. You're the stabby people. So we're getting on for time. This is basically it. That's 2 hours of play in this game. Well, 2 hours including the starting the game, which wasn't very long, actually. Impressions? Well, yeah. Thank you for the alarm. Phone. I am enjoying the style a very great deal. Oh, look. That is the Crescent Island with the key that I need. Also, I think that means 2 buttons, maybe? Those squares, those tilted squares with dots in the middle. It was easy to get into. I like that. You start off very easily. It shows you all the things you need to know at the start of the game, which is brilliant. And then as you come out of the sort of tutorial cave, which you can't get back into, by the way, because it collapsed, but also the invisible wall was weird. Never mind that. You know enough about the game now to play, and then the only thing you need to learn is this bird mechanic. The bird mechanic kind of feels like a gimmick. There's no reason that this game couldn't have been just not this, right? I like this lantern thing where you can run around and look at the, what do you call them? Sort of, get off me, fly. These vignettes of what I'm assuming is the past, because the written down scrolls seem to suggest the same. This is a very violent, particularly, ferocious scene here, but in general they've been interesting. They've told stories in a very visceral way. The story itself, I still don't know how I feel about it. I'm not sure how invested I am in it, not particularly. I'm just running around a world, solving puzzles whose existence in the world are... What the heck? I don't know why they're there. There's lots of temples with things to do. Press the buttons in the right order, that sort of thing. Explore a bit. I like the exploration part of it. I like that you have to, or get to, I suppose, run around very freely and discover all of these things on the way. These things aren't fed to you as you go along. You have to go around looking for them. What are we looking for here? The God King demands changes. Read this. By royal decree of the God King, Koroku, King of Kings and God of Gods, all must bow to him, the only God. His and his alone are the lands of the east and the land of the gods. Bend the knee and be spared, resistance see the last of your days. Such is the will of the God King Koroku, now and forever, written in the 10th year of the heron in his great city of On. Is it a heron or a crane? I like that the story is unfolding as we go along. I mean, it's a common thing to do, right? But I like the way it's presented. That's a good one. You are very much being squishy. Is this where we were? I don't like that I'm always getting lost. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And I kind of don't like the fact that the reason I don't... The fact that I don't know what I'm supposed to do is not relevant, because all I have to do is go to the next place and do the thing. It's very linear. Although it's an open world game, I'm not getting much of an open world vibe from it, because there isn't an open world set of things to do. There probably is, like, for example, if I went to the map and if I just went north now, I would find something, which I will demonstrate whilst talking. I will go north now. I will find something to the north in these areas delineated by clouds, which is grand. I can go to it, I can explore it and learn more about the story, I assume. But I can't progress. I will certainly need some sort of key or knowledge or something to tell me what to do here. But Eastern Steps. Right, so I've now done this bit with a big city on top of it. So if I go to the main... It always seems to be go to the main thing. Work out what to do. Do that. Oh look, a button to press. I'm about to be proven wrong, aren't I? I'm not... okay. So it turns out that I'm supposed to go here, not there. Fine. He did say east and to the north. Possibly a bad example, but if I come here before, I wouldn't be able to open this temple. I'd have to go exploring the place that I had already been in order to get the key. I don't actually know if I like or dislike that. And the reason I say that is that imagine you were just supposed to explore this. This is a problem I had with Wind Waker, and I never finished Wind Waker because I was just exploring the open sea all the time. I had no idea where I was and where I was going. I was tacking back and forth trying to cover the whole thing because I was convinced that I would find stuff by doing this. Not just another power source for the taking. So these are the people who corrupted everything, basically. Let's go in. Might as well keep playing. So, if we weren't just guided from pillar to post, we would feel obliged to try everything. And that works in some games. But those games reward you for that trying. There's always something to do in the place you go to. You can play it in any order, somewhat like in Prey, for example, where you can go away and follow a path that's not open to you yet. If you can get there, you're allowed there. And it will close itself off in that game. But, by the way, have you noticed how it's just a lift? It seems like it's broken, but it's not broken because we can use it again. How's the Western Monument coming along? What is this? Monuments to the God King, right? This thing is loading. So, what I'm saying is it's possible to have an open world exploration game where you gate certain things off, but you just reward the exploration in the first place. But in this, it's just go there, do that. And I get that it's aimed at children. or at least it's not necessarily aimed at children, but it's suitable for children. So they should be able to play it, right? But I'm not invested in the story. I'm just interested in looking at the places and figuring out how they're put together. I like this, for example. Did you just fall? That's where I came in. So the whole thing is based around this central structure, which has got a big gear in it for some reason. Okay, guess I'm here now. Yeah, that's my impressions of it. Would I play it again? I probably will not come back to this game, which is why I'm continuing to play it now. So it's compelling enough that I want to continue to play it now in order to gather as much as I can of it. Because if I don't, then when I stop, I probably won't finish it. Yeah. So I'm going to keep playing. So at least you can say, yes, it's worth playing a bit longer. 2 hours will have me playing a third hour, but when I stop playing, because I'm gonna forget what I was doing. The dreams of the people are calm again. I hope this ordeal with the king is nothing more than an old man worrying about nothing. This is probably before he became a god king and started freaking out, and everyone went loony. And this disactivated. I'm also thinking, I'm not sure how long the game is, so I'm not sure how much more complex the puzzles are going to get. I'm not sure how much more, I want to say interesting maybe, the story is going to become. How much more there is. And there are multiple pockets of air below, loads more than we had anticipated. So air, the name of the game, presumably is this power source, which is considered sacred by some people. Who keeps turning off the main switch? So these people have come along with technology, turned this holy power source into technology, and corrupted literally everything. Let's press this button. This has activated that button. Presumably it opens that door. And this button. You don't need to show us all of them. Okay, just two. Let's explore a bit more. I feel like we don't necessarily get rewarded for that, but at least we'll know what we're doing later. There's way more of this place. What the heck? Also, there's no combat, there's no danger, as far as I can tell. I've not even managed to fall off to my death yet, because you just turn into a bird and fly back up. Oh. It was worth exploring. That's done what now? 1 of 3 for this. So if you enjoyed Hob, you'll probably enjoy this game. And it was free for me, but you'll have to pay for it. What's it worth right now? I don't know. How much does it cost? I don't know. You can breathe underwater. It's fine. There's no... It's literally just exploration and puzzles, which is fine. You You know, it's nice to have a slow game that doesn't have any peril to it. It's just a story that you have to go through. It's a bit slow paced. There's a lot of you go from pillar to post, trying to open a temple, and then all of a sudden the whole temple is a massive puzzle that you have to work your way around. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. £13.49 on Steam. Thank you, chat. So, would I pay £13 for this? $13.50? No, not really. At this point, it's maybe like a 5 sort of game. Ooh. Where are we going? Here? Is it worth the price I paid? Yes. It's very much an excellent game for free. Ah. What? That's too slow. Ah! Stop this. Get over there. Stop being so slow. Ah, you need to use the one and then the other to jump. Huh. Huh. Aha! That was so frantic that I'm not sure if I should have done that yet. I have had some other criticisms, like apparently I can read this. Feast in honor of the only god Koroku, forever in his reign, king of kings and soon the ruler of the known world. It's told me that I should be talking to that person beginning with M. And I don't know who anybody is as well. I remember John. John's the only name I know in this entire game. I've forgotten my own name. Orc. No. If you say it twice, it sounds like a crow. Akar. No. Ak. No. But something along those lines. There's a grandness to this place as well, which I appreciate. It just disappears into the darkness. Should we remove these old scrolls before we start up the drill? This is where... this is where you put the scrolls for safekeeping. Orc. Yeah, okay. You thought they'd be safe. Spoilers. No, we're not safe. I think we have to, actually follow the pipe here. That's what this is for, so that you don't miss your first landing. I like that touch, actually. There's a few nice touches to this game, that's one of them. It helps you out by putting a little grating there, so that when you need to walk on the pipe... you don't need to walk on the pipe, so never mind that. Were it the case that you needed to walk on the pipe, it has aided in your ability to land on the pipe, but you don't, so I'm not sure why it did that. Right, now we're walking on the pipe. Yeah. There's two of those. I don't really feel like I should be turning this place back on again. Yeah, the fact that it's switched off is probably of benefit to all of mankind. There's a slowness to it, but it's not the slowness that annoyed me. There was a gap? I didn't even see a gap. Okay. I turned around going, oh, I need to walk on the pipe. I didn't actually turn around because I saw a gap in order to... that made me go, oh, I need to walk on the pipe. I just assumed I needed to walk on the pipe because it was there. Fine. That shows how much attention I'm paying. The slowness in Alien Isolation was very much obviously there to annoy me. It was completely there to make everything that much more tense. Is there another door we haven't opened yet? Surely it's down. Yeah, there. Found it. This game is slow because there's no point rushing. That game was slow to make you go, why aren't you rushing? Which is very annoying. What was that noise? I'm just going to press every button. One of these is going to be a trap or something. Oh, here we go. Everyone loves big Z-axis work with turny things in it. Platforms to make you dizzy. This must be the way back up again, so how do we start? I like the characterization of the place, if you see what I mean. Oh, here we go. It doesn't turn the camera. That is how you don't get dizzy. There's lots of things here and there. Yeah, the only danger in this game is you have to do something else. I was lucky. I hadn't even noticed it was a weird shape. I jumped on that to see if I could do anything with the hourglass, but it just knocked me off. Rubbish, right? Yeah, I like how even the pits where you climb back out, there's reasons, not even reasons for it to be a pit, but there's like stuff in it. So it makes you go, things have happened here before I got here. More shinies? Aha! This gear is now in its proper place. What? Come on here. Oh, you're up and an uppy downy gear. Yes, that's how machines work. Very grateful for this machine. Again, it's there to drive the. It's very game, right? There's no. We're not navigating an environment that would exist. We're navigating an environment that's intended to be a puzzle game, which it is, and sort of stylized to look like something that might exist, but there's no reason why it ever would. There's no gear that you didn't use. Maybe up in the sky there to add decoration, but I have to remember that this is intended for a wider audience, so the puzzles are not going to be fiendish. They're not going to be so difficult that a 7-year-old, for example, couldn't do them if they were playing with their parents. Or on their own. I haven't got my thing out. And again, I mentioned this before. Why do we have a lantern? You can put it away and get it out, but the only reason you have to get it out is because she keeps putting it away on her own. There's nothing you can do with the lantern away except for get the lantern out and then do the thing. It doesn't save you anything because you just can't do the thing. And look, we finished the temple. So that was, again, the pieces are really short. So the time has come finally. Then this marks the time for the Keeper of Dreams to wake from this daydream and to resign. Like in Link, as Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. How could I protect your people from the nightmares that lurked within their dreams as you cease to believe in me? I doubt you will be able to overcome the shadow that lurks in your world of the human. There's a shadow in every human as well. A shadow called emptiness. They can't be filled with power nor possessions. Shallow minds led the way for the void to come into existence, eating everything away. The Creator had to sacrifice himself to lock away the ravenous void, and the lands and skies were shattered in the great divide. Heed my word, little human. Will you be able to find the last fragment before the void does? Yes. For myself, I claim the deep sleep and leave my concerns to you. I am free. Second fragment get. Goodbye. Mate? Mate? Where'd you go? Mate? Oh, now we're flying. Did we fly before? Maybe. We are full of triangles now. That must be the void there, that V. That's why it's a V. V for void. Alright. That'll do it for this stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you, YouTube, if you've been watching on YouTube. Get this game on sale. That would be my estimation of it. Play the rest of it yourself. See what the story is. I probably will not finish it. But maybe if I am a bit bored and I haven't got anything else to do, I might launch it and try and remember what I was doing. Doesn't seem likely. Let's save the game here. And we'll quit. Yes. Exit. I said yes. Yes. Continue or exit the game, not the dialogue box. Okay, well, yes or no. Yes is on the left, no is on the right. That's how things work. I will say once again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed the video if you're watching it as a video, and I will see you next week for... Oh, hang on. I forgot this bit. This is the best bit. We have 96 games. Random number between 1 and 96. Game number 2. It keeps rolling 2. Well, computer says 2. We are playing A Plague Tale: Innocence. Plague Tale: Innocence next week. We will play it for 2 hours. We will decide whether we liked it or not. And we will judge it harshly at the end. Based on its intended audience, I suppose. Anyway, look out for that next week, and I'll see you then. Bye.